It's all over the front pages. I mean, we're talking about within the M25 area. Absolutely incredible. Let's now move on and talk to Paul Scully, who is the Minister for London. And I'm sure, Paul, the first thing you want to do is to pay tribute to all the services, the fire brigade in particular, and what they had to deal with yesterday.
Oh, they were absolutely incredible and immense. We had meetings making sure that they were all stepped up, and boy, did they have to respond to so much yesterday. So my thanks goes to them. I think the Mayor's described it as the busiest day for the fire service since the Second World War, with 5 times the amount of calls that are coming through. So they were really stretched, but they really stepped up, as they always do.
You're absolutely right. I mean, we've spoken to the London Fire Brigade this morning. They talked about attending over 1,000 incidents, and 16 of their own suffered from heat-related injuries. 2 of them had to go to hospital to be treated. Unbelievably and miraculously, nobody has lost their life during these fires. But the pictures we're showing on screen at the moment show the scenes in Wennington and East London yesterday, the likes of which we've not seen from these kinds of things before. How worried are you that this is going to become a regular feature if, as scientists are telling us, these kinds of extreme temperatures could happen every summer, every 3 years?
Well, I think we've got to get the balance right in terms of making sure these extreme situations that we prepare for, that we don't overly worry people on a day-to-day basis. This isn't about scaremongering, but nonetheless, you know, the fact is it's a record for this country. It tells you something. It's never happened before, and these things are more likely to happen, and that's why we do need to sensibly take people with us as we drive towards that net zero target by 2050. But it's all got to be done in a way that's transitional, that takes people, businesses and every layer of government with us along the way.
3 remaining candidates in the Tory leadership contest, do you think, are most committed to reaching those targets in a way that will bring people with them and make sure that we're able to cope with increasing temperatures?
I think they've all committed to net zero by 2050. I think what the candidates have been looking at is that what we need to do in the here and now, whilst the cost of living situation is so acute, about is there anything we can do around the green levies and the like to ease the burden on people. But that's what I mean about taking people with us, because if we are just hitting them with big tax sticks to get to that position, then really we're going to lose the confidence of people in that drive. And there is no plan B. We've just got to make sure we transition away from fossil fuels, but do it in a economically responsible way and a way that brings people along with us.
I want to pin your colours to the mast then and tell us who you're supporting.
To be honest, I haven't publicly declared, and I'm sitting there. I will take my time, even now. Each of the last few ballots, I've tried to work out, and probably about 10 minutes before I've put my cross on the ballot, that's when I've decided. Okay. I supported Nadeem Zahawi in the early stage, and what I'm looking for is much the same thing as I thought then. I want a good communicator and someone that can actually deliver for people in the here and now, because people are crying out for support from this government, and a government that actually can show that it relates to them and the issues that they're facing.